We are talking about 5 things. Number 1, Jason Gonzalez has left Kaizer Chiefs. Unplayable have reported that after consideration, I won't even say careful consideration, Kaizer Chiefs decided against giving Jason Gonzalez a contract. I mean, a lot of people, if I was to make a poll right now, would say yes, Chiefs made the right decision. But I wonder, is there a small percentage of you guys who are actually saying, hey, I think Gonzalez was not that bad, it's just that it did not get supply? If you are that person, let me know down on the comment section below. Let's move on to topic number 2. You know Ntwari, the goalkeeper of TS Galaxy? Yes, that's the one, the Rwandan goalkeeper. He is apparently being monitored by Kaizer Chiefs. This is according to Laduma, but this is one of those weird stories where they did not even have a source to say, our source said 1, 2, and 3. But I just think he's one of those goalkeepers who, when Kaizer Chiefs look around, they're like, okay, there is Ntwari, maybe probably too expensive. There is Umakula, maybe also a bit expensive. Wait a second, let's go and monitor another goalkeeper, which is Ntwari. And I mean, I was talking to someone yesterday about this whole thing, Ntwari. He's not even been reported yet as a person who's an option, and then the following day, Latuma saying he's an option Kaizer Chiefs are looking at. But I don't know, man. I'm not sure if I want to give a foreign spot to a goalkeeper. I've said this before that even with Ntwari or even Umakula, as much as I would say, yeah, good shot stoppers or not that bad with playing with their feet, like not bad, but at the same time, I look at it and I think to myself, do I really want to give a foreign spot to a goalkeeper? Not really. I would rather give that to a striker. And since Gonzalez is gone, he's being replaced by another striker, which means out of the other 4, who's going to go to open up space for a foreign goalkeeper? I do not know. Do you think Ntwari would be a goalkeeper for Kaizer Chiefs? Let me know down in the comment section below. Next, let's talk about Kaizer Chiefs. They are going to Europe! I really don't know why I'm excited about that. I just said it and then... So, Latuma once again, I reported that Kaizer Chiefs have looked over there in Orlando and said, these men are going to Europe. These men are going to Spain. Guess what? We are going to go to Belgium. Yes, that's a good idea. Belgium or Holland, depending on what Nazareth Nabi says. Because if Nabi says, screw that, we're not going to Holland, we're not going to Belgium, these men must practice here, they are not going anywhere. So it's apparently dependent on whether Nabi approves of the trip or not, which once again blows my mind. I'm like, since when has a Kaizer Chiefs coach gotten so much freedom to just say, hey, you know what, I see that you're planning to go to Belgium, but no, you're not doing that. It would be fun if he actually said no, because there's also that friendly that Chiefs is going to play with Yanga, so there's also that. I am interested to see, do you guys actually think that these trips of going abroad to play these other teams is helpful to these teams? For example, Orlando Pirates, they've been going to Spain. I think last year they went. Did they go the other season? Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they did. But they went and then they came, they won 2 cups. Does that have to do with the fact that they left the country? Or does that actually just have to do with the fact that they also had a good coach? I don't know. Let me know down on the comment section below. Let's talk about number 4. Because number 4 is it's a subject that we've touched upon and then we've left it because, you know, vibes. But before we talk about that, please do make sure to like the video if you're enjoying the video. That sounds redundant. And also subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can also become a member of this channel. Click the link that's on the description and become a member. It's only 20 rands per month. You get a sticker next to your name. You also get priority reply to your comments. Now, what is number 4? What are we talking about? We are talking about the fact that Sowetan, or should I say Pagati, are saying that Kaizer Chiefs appointing Nazareth Nabi is basically a sign of dun dun dun. It's an admission of failure. And it's true for so many reasons. I know that right now, all of us, like me, I just told myself, I know that this is true, but at this point, I'm trying to focus on the positives, which is Chiefs seem like they've learned their lesson, but the question is, at what cost? It took them 8 years, it took them losing fans attending games, it took them finishing outside of the top 8 for them to say, hey, wake up. Is that coffee? They are smelling the coffee, but it's after 9 years, right? Because last year they could have just gotten Unabi for free. This year, getting Unabi from AS FAR, they had to pay to get him released from his contract. Which means the coach they could have gotten for free last year, who was very keen to come to Chiefs, they now had to pay for him to come to Chiefs. Which basically might seem like, yeah, this is a genius move, which it is, but it's a move maybe a year, a bit late. But then again, as I said, at this point, what I'm going to say is, I'm just going to say, I am glad they are doing this now, although it has cost. I will also ask you this question before we talk about number 5. Do you actually think that seeing what has happened with Kaizer Chiefs, the decisions that they've made, appointing Unabi and all of that stuff, do you think that they've done that and they've completely turned the corner? Because even right now, we're talking about the fact that Chiefs could be going to Europe, but that depends on whether Nabi approves or not, which is like, we also heard Mazola of SABC saying that, hey, Nazruddin Nabi has a say on which players will be coming to Chiefs. It's like, wait a second, this coach really has a lot to say about this club, which makes me ask myself, are they actually, or have they actually changed to that extent, Yoguti? They will really say, if the coach says, for example, let me be crazy here and say, we want, let's see, Jaden Adams from Stellenbosch. And then Stellenbosch says 25 million. Do you think the Chiefs have changed to a point that they would pay that amount of money just because the coach said he wanted that player? Because it looks like a lot of changes. And I have a feeling that Chiefs might be doing this because there are these rumors that Chiefs could be playing in the AFL next season, which means a lot of money. And if there's a lot of money, that means you can spend. We know that the business model at Chiefs is we don't spend more than we win. So we're not going to spend 15 million on a player while the league is less than that, or is exactly that. So it's interesting. Last but not least, why did I say that? Now people are going to click off. Do not click off. Collins Mesuma says that Kaizer Chiefs youngsters, referring to Abomfundo Vilakazi, Samuel Ozwane, all of them, should stay away of social media. Whoa. There's a second part of this. He says that, and when I read that thing, where did I read it? Yeah, I read it from Far Post. You see, I give people credit because I saw someone on Twitter making it seem like I just steal people's things. Anyways, he says that they should stay away from social media. And I asked myself this question. It's true, but I wonder if Kaizer Chiefs is actually the best. Part of me thinks is the best environment for a young player to be in sometimes in terms of social media. Sometimes, not all the times, because they are not allowed to post anything because of the whole thing of image rights and whatnot and whatnot. So they they are kind of controlled as to what they can post and what they cannot post. But at the same time, I wonder, beyond saying be represent the team well on social media, are there also things like do not focus on what people are saying online? Because I feel like as a person who creates content, like there are a lot of comments, some of them negative, some of them misunderstand what I'm saying. And now I can only imagine being Mtutuzi Shabalala, going to social media and finding people bashing you for something that is not even your fault. So what do you think actually Kaizer Chiefs should do to make sure that these players are focused? Because they're not really going to say stop posting, are they? But what can be done? Because we see that players, even Abo Richarlison, came out talking about how they got depressed in football and they were getting bullied, these people on social media. So what can be done by clubs, specifically by Kaizer Chiefs, to ensure that their players are kind of protected from online bullying? Let me know down on the comment section below, and all the questions that I asked, answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, Khosi and Pelumo.